let's change topic, guys. Let's tackle a little bit on the minimum safe mining. What is your opinion about this? Is it a minimum safe mining or minimum available mining?
Very tricky subject to touch upon. And it would be nice if we have had a flag administration representative next time.
I can tell you something on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I had this nice opportunity when the ISPS code was about to be implemented. So we had that discussion. You know, there are discussions at that time, if you remember, and there was a proposal to create an administration officer on board the ships. So there were discussions among members, what are you going to do? So we approached our flag, I will not name the flag, and the reaction of the flag was, yes, nice idea, but I will not do it first.
That's always the response that we also get. They don't want to be the first. It has to be...
Because automatically it will increase the budget, the OPEX.
Not only the budget, but also a flag will lose the commercial advantage, perhaps.
Correct. This is what I say, yeah.
So...
Yeah, same thing, yeah.
It's the same thing. Yeah. And...
I will be again very
open.
Okay. Minimum safe mining is issued by the flag administration, right? Right.
After the proposal of the company.
After the proposal of the company, it bases the design of the vessel. If it is
Correct.
electronic engine,
Correct.
if it has the alarms, if it is UMS, if it has, I don't know, whatever it has to have.
And this, allow me, this minimum, because there is a word minimum, means that this is a number and the synthesis of crew that they can take
the vessel out
from
to the sea.
point
yes,
A
yes,
to
yes,
point
yes.
B
and perform the task,
safely.
the jobs.
Only the sailing, no maintenance, heavy maintenance. This is a different story.
This is a different story.
Story. Yes.
So we have the flag administration there. And flag administrations, as you said very correctly, have competitors. Who are their competitors? The other flag administrations. Yeah.
Correct.
And I find it very strange and very out of the scope of a flag administration, because the flag administration should be there to have virtue, as per Socrates' terms, areti, yeah, and implement the law. This is the flag administration role, my view. Flag administration is impartial, doesn't have names, doesn't have political influences, doesn't have monetary influences. Flag administration is there to enforce the law in a virtuous manner. However, we are discussing that this flag competing with the other flag, because if I ask one guy more, the other flag will be more competitive and so on. So we are missing the purpose and we are missing the scope, and the flag administrations do not understand why they are flag administrations. And it's very, very, very disappointing. And a lot of problems that we see in our industry right now would have been resolved if flag administration were actually behaving as flag administration and not a portfolio management. My view.
Mm-hmm.
Kostas?
I agree with Panos. I agree. It's a very strange situation. I mean, the flags that are supposed to be competitive in the market, they are trying to keep the minimum as possible in order to attract customers. This is because the shipping companies are customers of them.
Correct.
Except, I mean, for the flag of convenience we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, the European flag is a different matter.
Different story.
It's a different story. But the flag of convenience, they are competing each other based on some characteristics, especially cost-wise.
Yeah, but this is why you see also that they have the biggest fleets. Flags of convenience. I mean, 10,000 ships, 80,000 ships, 5,000 ships. Although I see that they do some steps to keep quality high.
There are. The quality is not that it is not that it is not high among the flag of convenience. We're not saying that. We are saying that since the flag is the one which must implement the regulation for safety purposes, because on the technical side they have the classification to do their job. They don't have to think the cost behind that, and in order the ship to run safely, if there is necessity to increase the safe money, they should increase the safe money.
Imagine police department of Athens to compete with police department of Larissa, who is more because they have customers, but that's not the purpose. And I don't see why there should be any difference between what minimum safe money Greek flag says to what Tongo and Antigua says. I don't see any difference. It shouldn't be any difference. It should be any difference.
But I have not seen any ship to run with safe money crew.
Actually, this is the most important of all.
Yeah, there is no any ship that can run with a minimum
Practically.
safe money. Practically.
Realistically.
This is the truth. This is the truth.
Okay, of course there are companies that maybe they're running, but
And what do you see from flag states side? Do you see any actions to improve quality or competency of seafarers? Because we know that we have a shortage of seafarers, and in some cases we also hear complaints that the quality is not what it was 20 years ago, perhaps. Either because the years of study have been reduced, or now we are based a lot on technology rather than on seamanship. What is your feeling? What is your opinion on that?
I used to say, and also recently, that shipping is the easy target because shipping has the money. So the shipping companies are the ones they have to pay all the time in order to fulfill all these requirements. Although nobody, I believe, touching the point that a lot of years back, due to the shortage of the seamen, they decide to reduce the number of years needed for the rank to be promoted to the higher rank, which as a result is that the quality of the crew going on board are not the one that we're expecting to. And based on the new regulation and the requirements coming into force, I strongly believe that this should change again of what was before that change. And the training of the crew, according to these new regulations, should go from the academies and then come on board the vessel. Because now what's happening is that the crew coming out of the academies, they are going to some companies, I don't know which ones, most probably are not trained well enough, and they are coming to my company or to Panos company or to whatever, and we are the ones that we must prove that this crew are trained enough. But the mistake already is there. I mean, the crew are not well trained when they're coming out from the academies. And this is where the flag, the clubs, the class, right ship, name it, either cargo, either tango, all of them. They have to focus on the academies and the curriculum of the academies nowadays, which is the same as it was 30 years ago, and nothing has changed. And we see it from the academies in Greece.
Yeah, actually, this is true. I mean, I have seen personally almost all companies, they try to train the people after they come on board, whereas the situation should be the seafarers should arrive on board and should be ready to
do what
exercise their duties.
What their ticket says.
The mentality already created, Petros. By the time the young boy of 18 years old going to the academy, going to the first trip on board the vessel, the mentality is already there, created wrongly.
Can I start one step back? Before going 18 years old in the academy, and I will give a real life example. I was discussing last year with a friend of mine, a very good colleague. Her daughter was about to decide what to do, and I suggested, because we want more women in the industry, because I have been through this path that because I can help and I can say, okay, we can
Assist.
have her as a cadet and so on. I suggested that she can follow a maritime academy here in Greece and get a ticket at least, class 3 or class 2, do a master's and so on, and then get out in the office, in HSQE or in claims, whatever department and so on and so forth, or change career, do something else. This young young girl goes to her school teacher responsible for the class. Then they were discussing what options to do and so on. And she said, happily, I'm thinking of going to join a maritime academy. And the answer from the teacher, from the educator, was, I was hoping a bit more from you. I was hoping something more for you. So if this is the social status of what we do in this industry, that is the bread of Greece as country, without shipping, I doubt that we could survive as a state. And it's the only really competitive industry that we have worldwide. And this is the mentality and this is the attitude that people still have on the seafaring profession and the industry. Then there is another myth that the young people who finish BCA or PAPI, University of Piraeus, immediately within 6 months they will become managers because now the people from the seafaring community are low. Why they are low? Because they enter their academy writing 7 and 8, so they are low. And I am high because I wrote 17, 18 in my exams. And within 6 months I will be a manager because these people don't understand a lot. Another myth. All these things have to broken completely. We have to start, we have to completely go back to the society and say what each person is doing, what is the value, what is the importance, what are the paths, what are the career options, what is over there, establish the status where we are and what we actually do, make this known. And this is not only for the Greek society, it's also for the Italian society, the Spanish society, the Croatian society, the Dutch society, the Norwegian society, that they consider seafaring profession something for the middle and below. Whereas it is not like that at all. It is not like that at all. Commanding a ship, for example, you have to be a lawyer, a charterer, a broker, a doctor, a navigator, an engineer,
IT.
An IT. You should have resilience. You should have a firefighting drill. You should be Santa. Okay? So, in order to break this very, very correctly said wrong mentality that, okay, finish the academy, now you take them and train them, make them seafarers. No, it doesn't go like that. Mm-hmm. It doesn't go like that.
Let me share something with you.
Yes.
And people are listening to us now, and maybe they will understand the gravity of that. Did you know that a few days ago or few weeks ago, Microsoft did a study, and they tried to identify what are the professions that they will be least affected by AI in the future. Seafarer and maritime officers was in the top 40. This means a lot.
Despite all this autonomous shipping and all these things.
I don't know if people understand what is the gravity of that, saying that. It's in the top 40. Huh?
No, I agree with you, although I believe it is wrongly or not at all properly communicated to the community, especially to the Greek community.
What Panos says is right. I mean,
correct. And on top of what Panos is saying, I would like to say for the Greeks and for the Greek academies, because I was recently visited a state academy of Indonesia, not Greece, Indonesia. It is a state of the art. Because I have visited most of the academies in Greece personally, and I visited the Indonesia Academy just a few days ago. I really feel sad that the Greeks are the number one shipping
Nation
nation in the world, and we have such academies. It's a very pity.
When you were there and you talked to cadets or young people, what did they answer to you? Did they see their life and their career as a seafarer, or it's something that they think that they're gonna spend, let's say, 5 years only at sea, and then
the specific academy is. They have 3 different divisions. One is for deck officers, one for engine officers, and one for state officers.
Okay.
So when they are entering, they know which one wants to go where. They knew that they're going to be seaman, deck or engine.
Okay.
Finish. The others that they want to work in the public sector or in shipping, because the sector which is doing for the ground stuff is not only for public companies like Port State, Customs or whatever, it's also for the shipping companies working in Indonesia. So these
from
are
agents,
huge,
ports,
no, shipping companies as well. They can go and take someone that wants to work in the HSQ, in the operations department. But the ones that they are going for seamen, because we spoke with them, they know that they're going there for sure.
How many years are the studies there? 3 years, 4 years?
4 years.
4 years. Okay. Because I think it's true that some countries, they are reducing or have already reduced the years of studies just because
the years of studies, I don't think, Petros. I think
they
have
more
reduced
seafarers.
number of years of service to take the next rank.
Yes.
Take the next rank.
This is
what
that
has been reduced in the past.
Yeah, and this has been reduced significantly. But on the other hand, again, this is part of the society. People want in their 30s to be either presidents or MDs or something,
We see that in our daily life at the office. I'm sure you have experienced the same thing. Even in our company, you see sometimes young people. They come to the interview and they ask a salary of 2,000, 3,000 euro just because somebody told them that this is what you deserve. And when you ask them, okay, what you can deliver to me, because if I have to pay such a high salary, it means that you can start deliver to me, if not the first month, second month, you will be hands-on and you can deliver from A, if not Z, from A to K. The answer you get is that, no, you have to train me first. You have to train me for, I don't know, X, Y, Z months. And then I need a mentor also. And then maybe I will start delivering to you. But you already pay the salary. But this is...
Again, this is not in shipping only. I think
so it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Most of the sectors, yes.
On the contrary, you see sometimes seafarers with holding 50 certificates in their hands. My doctor has only 10 and he's very proud. He has all the certificates on the wall posted and he's a doctor. And the seafarer has 50 and they arrive on board ship sometimes and they still need training. I mean, as you said before, you have the obligation.
It's a lifelong process.
It's a lifelong
process and we have to accept that. And people who actually love this profession, they do it because they like to do it. I mean, you have a hobby, I don't know, music, and you have a hobby, I don't know, modeling, and I have a hobby, I don't know, motorbikes. Which it is true, anyway. For our hobby, we open the web, we search, we spend money, we get educated, we understand the new trends and so on. Because I like this. I personally do the same thing for my job, and every day I read articles, I download papers, I read news, newsletters, regulations, have discussions, share information with our colleagues in the industry. Why? Because I like this industry and I want to educate myself. I want myself to educate myself. I don't expect. So if you love this job, you will appreciate that. Yes, we have a new fuel coming. Now I have LNG, I have methanol. I should prepare myself. I should read about this. Let me Google it. Let me not Google. Let me ask ChatGPT about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, I think the point, just to finalize on that, I believe the regulators, if we can name them like that, they have to stop pointing the finger to the managers because it is the easy target. They have to expand
The view.
The view.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
and
I
find the
agree with
root of
you.
the problem.
I agree with you. Because at the end of the day, the ship managers, they are using hands that the market is providing to them. At the end of the day, they are customers to the training academies, or they are, you don't have the obligation to build up or with a magic Santa way to bring qualified seafarers in the
The ship and the
industry.
manager was always the easy target. ISPS code. They came and implement the ISPS code for the ships. The port were not there.
Mhm.